How's everybody doing? Good. Well, I'm Carlos Davis. I am the CEO of Stand and Deliver LLC, and on behalf of myself and the rest of the sponsors and the partners that helped put this together, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out this evening to experience the Move and Shake experience. Please stand to your feet and help me welcome CBS Radio's Cheryl Girl.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? So you know if I'm here, this Move and Shake experience is going to be a little different, right? So did you meet anybody? Talk to anybody? If you talk to someone you didn't meet, that you didn't know before, raise your hand. Okay, and if you're sitting beside someone who didn't raise their hand, introduce yourself to them so they can have the complete experience. We're going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to go home with a lot of great information. And I hope you got a pocket full of business cards, and better than that, I hope you put some numbers in your phone. It's a very special thank you to Carlos. What an amazing man. How many of you know him on a personal level like I do? Such a good guy. When you say good guy, that is the man right there. His picture should be in the dictionary. Everything that he puts his hands on, he succeeds at it. He turns it into gold. And the thing about it, there are a lot of people who are successful, but there are very few people who share their success. And in every area that I've ever seen him work in, he's always shared the information, shared his contacts, and that's what we're doing today. So it's going to be a great experience. On behalf of Stand and Deliver, Legacy Partners, Ladyhood, and LifeSpark, I want to thank you for your attendance. Now, to get started, I'd like to bring up one of our sponsors, Wally Coppinger. He's going to speak to you about the Carolina Aviation Museum, so please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you. It's not surprising to see that so many of y'all have never been here before. The Aviation Museum's actually been around since 1992. We've been in this building since 2010, and really what put us on the map is what you're looking here behind me in front of you is the Miracle on the Hudson aircraft. Our mission here is to tell stories to inspire future generations to write aviation's next chapter, and we do that by telling the stories of the people who shaped our aviation heritage. What I tell people when they come out here and visit is we're kind of a different aviation museum. We're not one that just shows you the airplane and tells you statistics about the airplanes. We tell you stories. We feel that every airplane out here has a heartbeat. What does that mean? That means it's the people behind the aircraft that bring them to life. And so when you go around and you look at each one of these aircraft, think about that. Think about the people that were involved in building the aircraft, designing the aircraft, maintaining the aircraft. It's not just about people who fly aircraft.
Now up next, okay, who got something to eat? The food was from Asian cuisine, and we'd like to have their owner, Anna Shu, come up and say a few words. And y'all need to show her some real love. She's my new best friend.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here today and try our food. I guess we'd be very happy that we're part of this event in here tonight. Our restaurant, Aviation, actually we have 4 restaurants, 2 in Atlanta, Pacific Rim Bistro and Choose Chinese restaurant. And we have Aviation in Naples, Florida. It's 5 years old now, and Aviation in Charlotte's 2 years old. So we're still baby here, and we need all your love for our restaurant.
Up next, Ms. Renee Hambrick.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm really pleased to be able to present our exclusive wines from Wines for Humanity. We've got 2 with us tonight, our 2 Italian wines. Light White, that is a blend from Italy. And it also a Dolcetto, which is an Italian red grape. Let me tell you a little bit about what Wines for Humanity does. We're out in the community doing in-home tastings, wine education in your home. $59 gets you an in-home tasting, 7 bottles of wine for up to 16 of your friends. So gather your friends together, and what we do is give back to the community. We give back to Crisis Assistance Ministry here in Charlotte. We've been blessed to be able to give back $2.5 million since the company started 7 years ago. Yeah.
Up next, I have a question for you. Now, this is about being a professional and developing yourself. How many of you guys have a professional headshot? Well, we have Studio 7 Photography here, and they're going to come up and talk about their professional services.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Warnessa Roll, and I'm the face of Studio 7 Photography. My husband and I photograph together weddings, events. We specialize in weddings, specialize in events. headshots, but anything else that's under the umbrella of lifestyle photography, family photos, anything you can think of, you can come to us and we can help you out with that. We love photography. We've been doing it for a few years now.
Now we're going to go ahead and get this started. It's time to move and shake. Are y'all ready for the experience? Make some noise.
Welcome to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We're here live at the Aviation Museum for the Move and Shake experience, the premier networking experience here in Charlotte. We're going to be talking today with some of the professionals and business people who have come out to celebrate one another, to check out each other's wares, share information so that they can begin to do business together. And that's what this is all about. It's a B2B kind of event. And again, we're here at the Aviation Museum, and there are planes all around. I mean, it's just a wonderful place. My first time here. We will be talking to the director of the aviation, as well as other entrepreneurs and business people. So stay tuned and make sure you go get your blue pen and your white paper and get ready to take those copious notes, because even though we're live, you are about to get that natural healing information, transformation you've been seeking. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm here with the celeb in the house, Vanyetta from Power 98. She's laughing, right? But she is, right? She comes on after the morning show. But what I really want to talk about is this crusade that she's really on. So I want to welcome you, Vanyetta.
Thank you.
To Oneness Wellness Lifestyles.
I'm a hugger.
Very good. I know we just blew the mic out, but that's okay.
I know, that's
right?
okay. That's okay.
So tell me about this project that you're doing with domestic violence.
Well, a lot of people don't know. I was actually myself a victim of a domestic violence incident, which really prompted this crusade. So I'm working with Safe Passage in Rock Hill. They service Chester, York, and Lancaster counties. And I am working to help collect unused working cell phones to donate to Safe Passage, in which they donate to victims. And I'm also helping them collect items needed to open their new child advocacy center.
How exciting, how exciting. So give us the social media contact point where people can reach you.
Sure. My social media is Vanyetta is now. That's V as in Victor, Onyetta. ISNOW. Everything is Vanyetta is now. Website, Twitter, Instagram.
All right. Vanyetta is now.
Right. Not later, but right now.
Right now. And she's doing a fabulous job right now with this crusade that she's on for domestic violence. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate you. It's been a pleasure to meet you
Wonderful
today.
to meet you too.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The first thing that you need to do is develop your life plan. We all have business plans. We have career plans. You have go to career counselors while you're in school to develop this path for your career, but you haven't done that for your life yet. And we wonder why we meet with friction when we're moving through our careers and our businesses. Why? Because most likely that business, that career, that individual that you're doing business with, their values aren't in line with yours. Once again, life plan. Before business plan, before career plan, life plan. But from this, you will develop your individual core values, your principles. What do you stand for? As an individual, it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody is different. You are unique. There is no one like you. Be the best you.
Welcome back. We're moving and shaking. We're here at the Move and Shake experience at the Aviation Museum here in Charlotte. I am with Babette Cobble. I told you I'd be back with some more interviews, and we got a juicy one for you. Welcome, Babette.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, so wonderful to have you. So what brings you out to Move and Shake?
Oh my goodness. I'm an aviation lover. I actually just had a birthday recently, and I was given my discovery flight because I want to get my pilot's license.
Oh.
So that drew me, and of course I absolutely love networking and connecting with women and men, of course, as well. But connecting is my passion because I believe that through relationships you can truly build what you need in life by giving and building those relationships.
Wonderfully said, wonderfully said. So as a result of this passion
Yes.
that you have for helping and building relationships, you've created an organization.
I have, absolutely.
Tell us about it.
It's called Every Woman Can Be, and the reason that I created it is to help women. Not only women that are in corporate America or possibly stay-at-home moms, but a place where all different walks of women can come together, feel that they have a safe place to be, and be educated at the same time, while actually making those strong connections and actually possibly building a business. We've actually had some ladies that have come just for our speakers, and they've actually turned hobbies into businesses through the education that they've received from our organization.
That's powerful. So you're actually spawning entrepreneurs.
Yes.
That is incredible. That is so
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Giving them that platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got to have
you.
your contact information. So
Absolutely.
tell the audience where they can find you. How can they connect? How can we connect?
Yes, definitely. Coach Babette, of course, you can find me on social media at Coach Babette. You can also look up my website, coachbabette.com, and that will actually get you to my Every Woman Can Be website as well. My women's organization is called Every Woman Can Be, and we meet right here in Charlotte, and we're expanding across the country, so we'd love to have you out and join us in our goal to inspire and empower women.
Wonderful, powerful. Thank you so much for
Thank
being my
you.
guest.
Oh,
Thank you. So
absolutely.
wonderful
Thank
to meet you
you.
here tonight.
You
Hey,
too.
we're at the Move and Shake Experience. Me and Babette, you should have been here. Wonderful. Thank you, Babette.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Expand your mind. Take it to the highest level. Stop hindering your growth. Realize your potential. Realize your worth. Let no one undermine you. Let no one demean you. Let no one cramp your belief in your abilities. Oh, they will try, there is no doubt. But you have the ability to stamp their negativity out. Show them it is simply their own insecurities that cause them to feel the need to undermine you. It is their own cowardliness that causes them to only focus on your flaws when you know that you are beautiful, talented, and capable. With words, you need not always retaliate, though. With actions, the strength you possess will show. Dream big dreams. Dream grandiose. Know that you are worth it all, that no one and nothing but you can hold back success.
I'm so excited. We are here at the Move and Shake Experience. We're at the Aviation Museum out here at the airport, and I have grabbed another entrepreneur here at the Move and Shake Experience. This is Warrett Bowman. Warrett Bowman, and he is a multi-level marketing guru. Yep, found one. Welcome, Warrett.
Thank you.
So I got to know some more about you, because we've been talking a little bit. So you in love with multi-level marketing.
Yes.
You're an entrepreneur. How did you get started?
A friend of mine sent an email, mass email, a couple of years ago. We were doing a phone-a-thon thing together, and he's like, hey, you guys looking to make some extra money? And I was like, yeah. And met him and his mentor. And they showed me the plan, and I was like, this makes sense, and been doing it ever since.
And so it's how many years now?
About 3 years now.
Okay. Now, as you mentioned that you started when you were in college.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Well, very good. So it helped with some extra income during the college piece, huh?
Right.
Oh, very good. Very good. So tell me, what kind of products do you help people with?
Yeah, do a lot of different things, health, wellness. So anything from energy drinks to vitamins and supplements, sports nutrition, weight management. That's a big thing
that's
too now.
Huge, yes.
All the way to all organic cleaning line, as well as skincare, cosmetics, and pretty much anything in between you can think of.
So whatever you need for your life and your health and your home.
Yes.
Does that sound like it?
That's
all
right.
wrapped up in a package.
Right.
This is the guy you want to see, okay? Or Red Bowman. So what excites you about it? Why do you do that?
Freedom. I like the idea of being free, not having to depend on another man for a job, being able to wake up when I want to, being able to one day when I have a family, be able to spend time with them, not at the office, being able to travel the world with cool friends, and being able to, most importantly, impact other people's lives. A lot of people are struggling financially, and this really gives me a chance to be able to impact somebody's life for the better.
Wonderful. How was this event for you today?
Fantastic. The speakers are great, and really love what Carlos has to say. Reminded me about is how important it is to serve.
Yes.
It's not about you.
Yes. Is this your first time at a Move and Shake event?
I was at an event that Carlos hosted a couple of months ago prior, but this is my first Move and Shake event.
And of course, we're talking about Carlos Davis, right? He is Stand and Deliver and the brainchild behind the Move and Shake experience. Thank you so much for being my guest.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to sharing some more information with you. So go grab some food, have some wine, network with some more people. And for you, we'll be right back with another guest. We'll talk to you then.
The O stands for remain open to opportunities. During that time in my life, there were so many opportunities. Why? Because my eyes were open, my ears were open, my heart was open to receive all that God had for me. And so you want to remain open to all opportunities. The C. The C is for create your own path. Everyone in this room has been given a purpose. Every single one of us. Before the formation of the earth, you had a purpose. And now our job is just to walk it out. But how do you walk it out? Everybody asks, how do we walk that thing out, right? It's creating a path, your distinctive path. Everyone has in their hands. You have your hands. If we were to put ink on our hands and place it, everyone on the world, place it on a white sheet of paper, no one's DNA would be the same. Isn't it amazing? And so you have a path. So your job is to discover the path and walk in it.
You are watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. I am here with Nettie Lark this time, and we are still live at the Move and Shake experience here at the Aviation Museum. We're going to show you some fantastic planes. I didn't know these things were so big. But right now, we're going to talk to Nettie Lark. Hey, Nettie, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for being my guest on this evening.
You're welcome.
So I want to talk about, I'm going to ask you first, why did you come to the Move and Shake experience?
Well, I met Carlos some time ago, and we sort of clicked.
Okay.
And he invited me to come over from another event that I was at.
Okay.
And sure, why not?
And of course, we're talking about Carlos Davis, the brainchild of the Move and Shake experience. Yeah, right. He's a phenomenal guy. So you're in real estate right now, but I know that you haven't always done that. You told me that you're an educator, so I really want to dive in there first and talk about what brings you from there to real estate and then why you do it, but I really want to hear about the educator part. So tell us.
I sold real estate in the early 80s in Brooklyn on a part-time basis. And when the market crashed, I stopped, and then I went back as a working full-time and teaching. Then I worked as a district office administrator from 1989 until 2000. And then I became a principal of a school, a middle school, actually.
You became the principal of a middle school?
Yes.
In New York?
In Brooklyn.
Okay. In the 80s?
Actually it's in 2000.
In 2000, okay,
Yes.
So that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very good. What did you teach as
I
a teacher?
I taught American history.
American history. Okay.
When I was in South Carolina, I taught all the levels elementary, middle, and high school. Briefly in high school.
Okay.
You know, and I've worked in the Upward Bound program on the college level.
Okay. I remember
You
that
know,
Upward
during the
Bound,
summer
sure.
program,
Mhm.
and University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Okay.
For 4 years.
All right, that's. I wanted to get that educator part out because you're like our unsung heroes and sheroes. You
Well,
know?
I love people. I love kids, and I like giving and trying to get kids on the right path, helping parents who have problematic children, helping them to find ways to work with the kids and to become better parents, and of course, for kids to become better kids. Kids are not born bad. They just learn things that they shouldn't learn through environmental, usually through environmental ways, you know, and so I consider selling real estate to be helping people. You know, it's still helping people. You know, although you make money at it if you work really hard, but it's people connected.
I love the theme that's run through your whole story about helping people, connecting with people, and from children to families. It's just really, really wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with me at the Move and Shake Experience and sharing your heart, your life with us, you know, all that you've done and all that you continue to do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I love the connection with people.
Yeah.
That's really what I do.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Nettie Lark, everyone. We'll see you in a bit. We'll be right back. You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We're at the Move and Shake Experience here at the Aviation Museum. We're having a Move and Shake Experience time. I'm here with Brenda Robinson, and this woman is phenomenal, has made history, and yes, I'm excited that I'm sitting next to her, right? I'm gonna move up a little closer, and you know how I get. Let me slow down, right? So I really, really, really want you to get this. Now, if there was ever a time that you want to go get your blue pen and your white paper, this is the time, because you're about to get some juicy information right here, right now. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with me.
I appreciate the invitation.
Well, so you are, and I don't want to get this all twisted around, but so I can say it right.
Yes.
First African-American woman pilot for the Navy.
That's it.
I said it right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Pilot. People don't even know the Navy has planes.
Right. I was just talking to a gentleman today. He says, I remember someone like you from the Air Force. And so I thought it wasn't me that he was talking about. And then he started to talk about like dancing, when, you know, founding these places that we all went to. And I go, that was me. He goes, oh, I thought you were Air Force. No, it's Navy. You know, and I'm proud of that because we land on aircraft carriers. And so did I. So I'm thrilled about that. Yeah, that was my first squadron.
Wow.
That was the first thing I did when after I got my wings in the Navy, is went to a squadron and landed on aircraft carriers.
Landed on an aircraft carrier.
Yes.
Wow.
So I got a whole story about those. So yeah.
How did you get to the Navy? I mean, what happened? You got to give me just a little bit about that. How did you get to the Navy?
I graduated from Dowling College in New York as an aeronautics major and Bachelor's of Science, and I was also had my flight school. I had my license. So during our last year in college, the military is allowed to come on base and talk to the graduating class of the aero students, because we're like the best of the best. So they gave us a notice that the military was coming to the college, and I got that thing in the summertime. I paid no attention to it whatsoever because I was not going into the military. So I'm sitting in my room, minding my own business at my dorm room, and I get this knock on the door. I answer it. It's one of the students, one of the other aero students. I knew him, but we didn't hang out together or anything. He said, the Dean of Aeronautics has sent me over here to tell you that you need to get down here to the meeting where the military is coming to meet all of us. And so I'm like, okay. He closes the door, and I'm like, oh man, I thought I was going to get away with not going. Now, mind you, I'm the only black woman in the entire aeronautic program because I was the first one to ever come through there. So of course I'm the only one. Not going was not an option. So I went on down there and I met all four of the military services. The Army, they wanted me to come in as a warrant officer, not as an officer, and I could fly. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I need to come in as a officer. And they go, you can't fly if you come in as an officer. You can come in as a warrant officer. So we're back and forth with this one. We're not agreeing. I go over to the Air Force. The Air Force says, I knew that the Air Force had the best way of life. So I'm going in the Air Force. I knew that they're going to take care of their people, right? My parents wanted me to go into the Air Force. But they said, you come in, we'll gather your paperwork together, and you do a different job. And then 2 years later, we're going to put you up for the flight program. This was 1977 when they were talking to me. I'm like, okay, I didn't care, didn't know. So then I went over to the Navy table and they go, you go through Aviation Officers Candidate School, you go to flight school. End of discussion, you didn't think about that, right? I'm like, wow, so my eyes just started to light up and my parents are still thinking, Air Force, right? Air Force, right? I'm like, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Air Force. And then the Marines didn't take women then. At that time, the law was just starting to change to allow women into the program. So fast forward, I chose the Navy, and the Navy says, do you know that not only are you going to be the first black woman, you're going to be one of 10 women in the nation that we're even bringing in. So, there's going to be lots of guys, and only 10 women are being selected out of the entire nation to do this program. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay. And then the other thing is, did you know you're going to be the first black woman in history to ever do this? And I'm like, oh, yes. Like, please don't put that burden on my shoulders. Don't make me think about that because it was already going to be a difficult program to get through. I didn't want the responsibility of making sure that I had to achieve something now, not just for me, but for everyone who's watching me.
For all of us.
All of us.
Yeah.
So I want to challenge you this evening. Instead of thinking about you this evening, think about everybody else that's in this room. I understand you got goals. I understand you have money you have to get. I understand all that. But I will challenge you that if you change your focus from myself to others, you would be amazed at what can change positively in your own life. But I honestly believe that it is because of the great relationships that I've created and just putting myself, just throwing myself out of the picture and really focusing more on what people needed and wanted and giving them what they needed. I knew then that the change would be made.
I want to thank you so much for sticking in here with us at the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We've been here live at the Move and Shake Experience here at the Aviation Museum in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got one more really special interview for you, and I saved this one for last. Haha, almost everybody's gone, just us right here. So thank you for watching. I am with Johnny Davis. So welcome to the show. So glad to have you.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
So what brought you out to the Move and Shake Experience?
Well, actually, my good friend Carlos Davis, I've known him for years, and I know that he was doing these events, and I decided to come over here and just see what the buzz was all about. I've seen him on the news a couple of times. I said, well, he's a celebrity now. So.
He's a celebrity, right?
So let me come and support my good friend.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What did you think of the event?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great people, great connections. It's just an incredible event.
So you're an entrepreneur, professional? Both. Okay. Yes. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm actually a health and wellness executive with a company called Isogenics.
Isogenics.
Okay. Yes. We specialize in 3 areas. We're specialized in nutritional cleansing, weight loss, energy and performance, and healthy aging.
What I'm really excited about, of course, this is the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, that you are talking to us about the cleansing, the diet, the anti-aging, and how is it that you find yourself in this at this time? I always talk about the time that we live in and this whole wellness explosion that's taking place. So my audience, everybody knows I've been doing this for 43 years as a natural healer.
Wow.
So that's why I'm really excited to talk to you about this. So what does it feel like to you? Why do you do it? What's the reason?
Well, I kind of give you, I'll give you a short story.
Okay.
December 24th, 2012. I actually suffered a massive cardiac arrest in which I was actually gone from this world. For 16 minutes, I was pulseless and I had no oxygen to my brain for 16 minutes. So the very fact that I'm even able to sit here before you and talk to you is a miracle from God. And, I spent 2 days in the medically induced coma, 9 days in the hospital total. And I've never been overweight in my life. I don't have diabetes or any type of medical issues that would cause a person's heart to fail. I don't do drugs. I've never smoked anything. I don't drink. So I don't do any of the typical factors. I never did live a lifestyle that would warrant a person's heart to fail, much less go into cardiac arrest. But for some reason, I developed this weakened heart muscle that ultimately led to me having this cardiac arrest situation happen on Christmas Eve 2012. So, long story short, after going through that ordeal and coming home and my heart was functioning at a very, very low level, for me to walk 100 feet and back was a challenge without getting tired. And after speaking with my cardiologist about how toxic my medication was, and I was taking about 7 or 8 different pills for my heart at that time. And he did mention to me that there was one in particular that was highly toxic. It was actually stabilizing my heart rate, but it was also damaging my liver and my kidneys as well. And so when I asked the question, what could I do to rid my body of these toxins, he didn't know. He couldn't give me a definitive answer. And so it was, I actually got introduced to Isogenics almost by accident because my wife was actually using it in October of 2012, just 2 months prior, as a way for her to, slim down and lose the 30 pounds of extra happy weight that she had gained since we had gotten married. That's what she called it.
Okay.
Happy weight.
Okay.
So.
All right. I like that.
And we had some extra product in the house, because she had gotten some phenomenal results. I mean, she lost like 30 inches around her body and 20 pounds in like 30 days. And for a female, that's significant.
Big. Yes.
So we had some extra product in the house, and I actually just started using it because I felt like I had nothing else to lose at that point. I had just turned 41 years old. I couldn't walk 100 feet. At that point, I'm just really kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And I started using the products. And what happened within a relatively short period of time, not only did I release all this unneeded fat off my body, but my energy level increased significantly, so much so that I was able to compete in our company's IsoBody Challenge. I went from not being able to walk 100 feet to November 2013 competing in our company's IsoBody Challenge, and I was actually nominated as an honorable mention out of 900 people from the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. So my wife and I, we got really excited about this, and we just started to share the idea of health and wellness and nutrition with everyone that we knew, because we knew so many people that needed healing from the inside out.
Sure.
And we've been able to help so many folks as a result. So that's why I do it.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that story with us and the time.
Absolutely.
And I know that your wife is still happy.
Yes.
That is so great. Happy weight. That is so wonderful. Thank you for being our guest today on the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. Get in touch with Johnny Davis, okay? What a story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's it. Everybody's packing up. They turned the lights out on us. It's time to go. I'll talk to you later. And be sure to tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. Take good care.